What's going on, boys? So, I want to make this video here and just talk to you guys about where I'm currently at. First of all, I'm in Florida, okay? I'm in Fort Lauderdale. And I'm in Florida because I have been thinking about going to Florida ever since I was a little kid, okay? I've always wanted to come to Florida. And I always loved Miami. I remember going to Miami with my family when I was a little kid, and I was like, this is so cool. Like, I can't wait to come back here. Never went away. But I realized something. As I've gotten older, it became more dull. It became harder to act on doing that thing, going to Florida, living my life the way I want to live it. And so, what was the thing that allowed me to start doing this and start this journey? It was discipline. It was becoming the man that I respect. And this is going to be one of those videos that is going to be just so raw and real. And I'm just going to tell you guys exactly how I got to this point. And when I say this point, I'm not talking about the external, I'm talking about the internal. I just kept investing in myself and pouring into me and sticking to the actions that were uncomfortable at the time and still are uncomfortable to this day. Like getting up early and going to the gym early before I go to work, just going for a run after I worked out this morning because I felt my energy start to dip. And I understand that whenever you cheat on your diet or you give in to your vices or temptations, it's because you're in a low frequency. And so I know this and I'm aware of this. And so what I've done is every single time I feel my energy start to dip, I know what's coming next. The vices, the temptations. And so what I've done is I've used working out as the answer. Because no marathon runner stops middle of the marathon and goes, I have depression or I feel anxious. They don't do that. It doesn't exist. Because we as humans are actually made and are supposed to, be active and use our bodies. This is why no negative emotion can coexist when you're doing these things. It just can't happen. So I'm aware of this. And over time, I'm talking about years, guys. It's been 3 years of me actually running that program and doing it. I'm able to tap into my true self even when I was a little kid. Like, I've always wanted to be on social media and film videos and just also create a living too doing it. Now, I'm still going to be selling cars in Florida, okay? Because I have to have some money coming in, right? Obviously to pay rent and stuff like that. I'm not at the point where I can just do that and just do my business, although I would love to be doing that. I really would. But it's just simply not my time right now, but it will come. I know it will. I'm going to keep doing the inputs. And most importantly, I'm just going to keep being me. And I'm going to keep strengthening me. Because I can see how me investing in myself financially and then getting the blueprint. I'm telling you guys it for free. But, I invested in myself and then getting the blueprint. And then repeatedly doing those actions and tasks every single day. And then over months and years, the longer you do it, the stronger it gets, the stronger you get. I could see how from where I was to where I'm at now, from when I started doing this 3 years ago, I have the confidence. I'm talking to people on the tours while I'm doing apartments. I'm making people laugh in the elevator. I'm saying hi to people on the street. I'm saying hi to the other people that are renting at the apartment that I'm passing while I'm on the tour. Like, I was never like this, you guys. I was very introverted and I didn't really feel comfortable with myself. I had a lot of social anxiety, and the reason why you have social anxiety is because you're not really proud of the man that you're showing up as. Because think about it. If you're truly proud of the man that you are, truly, the way you look, the way you smell, the actions you've done leading up to that moment. If you're truly proud of yourself, think of it like a gift. You want to give that to somebody. The whole reason you're anxious and you can't really talk to people and you're struggling in just interactions with people in general, including relationships, it's because you're not proud of you. You're not showing up as the man that you need to. And this goes behind closed doors when no one's watching. Because again, think of it like a present. Think of it like you're giving yourself, you're the gift, right? Think of yourself as a gift. And, when you're out of shape and you're skinny fat and you're just not confident in who you are as a person, you're giving that to your spouse. You're giving that to the other people around you, the other people that you're trying to connect with. You're giving that. And quite frankly, would you want that? Would you want someone that just doesn't really know who they are or have any confidence in themselves or is acting shady or is acting weird? You can't put your finger on that person. You have no idea who they are because they're just so awkward and weird. And it's not to, I don't say this to, diminish you guys. I say this as, a reality check. Like, you need to show up as the man that you respect, and that's it. And when you do that, you'll be able to have that confidence. And then you'll have the ability to go and do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's moving out of your parents' house, like I'm doing, going to a different state, opening up a business, asking that girl out, going up to that girl, breaking up with that girl, meeting new people, crushing the job interview. All of those things are going to come as a byproduct of you showing up as the man that you respect. And that's the reality of it. And how do you do that? What I just said earlier. Think of all of the things that the 10.0 version of you would be doing. Grab a piece of paper and just write down, what time does he wake up? What time does he go to bed? What is his nightly routine? What is his morning routine? Is he working out every single day? What is his workout split? Keep it simple. How is his eating? Does he eat correctly? Does he track his food? How does he dress? What is his tonality when he speaks? What is the energy that he possesses when he's talking to people? If I was sitting down in this chair right now and I saw my 10.0 version of myself walk in and sit down right next to me, visualize, how would that person look? How would he walk? How would his posture be? These are things that you need to just write down, paint the picture, gain the clarity for yourself as to who this man is. And then when you have that clarity as to who this man is, well, then now you can step into him. You can actually adopt that persona and realize that the discipline, the actions that I just talked about, is going to be the bridge that connects you from who you are now to who you want to be. It's going to be the actions. It's going to be the bridge that connects the two so that you can leave that version of yourself that you are right now and step into that 10.0 version of yourself. And let me tell you guys something. It never ends. I'm never going to stop, number one, making videos, but I'm never going to stop doing those disciplinary acts that I talked about. I'm going to keep doing them over and over again, and I'm going to keep pushing myself because that's where growth is. Guys, this isn't the most comfortable thing in the world for me to do, is move out of my parents' house and move to a different state and just kind of be on my own. It's not very easy. It's not. But it's very exciting, I'll tell you that. And I feel the most alive I've ever felt. And I could tell you guys, I've only been here for a day. Has it been a day? I got here Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. So I could tell you guys, I feel different. I feel like a different man than when I got here. I could tell you guys that. And think about when you're a kid, like all the things that you want to do, right? And then as you get older, what happens to that inner child of yours, right? It gets kind of pushed to the side. You stop listening to him. And then before you know it, life becomes dull. You don't really have a sense of adventure to your life, passion, energy. You're just kind of existing. And you're just kind of showing up. You know, you're just kind of showing up with a body that's kind of with the energy that's kind of you know, with a man that's just kind of there. He's not really doing anything. And that's why you have these issues. And I was there. I had the same issues. I had the social anxiety. I had the lack of confidence in myself. I was getting walked all over in relationships. I couldn't speak up for myself, you know, in my own relationships. Like, it was just I wasn't the man that I was proud of. And because of that, I couldn't show up as him because I genuinely didn't believe that in myself. Didn't believe in myself. So these actions, these habits that you build compound and will affect your life in every single area, every area. Okay, I have no issue networking with people, connecting with people. I have no issue crushing interviews. I have no issue just talking to people in general. And I have no issue standing on my own beliefs. And I have no issue taking my shirt off and being at the beach. In fact, I actually want to do that. I want to walk down the sidewalk with my shirt off because I'm so proud. Can you say the same thing? And if you can't, there's your issue. I would even say that's your root issue. A lot of people would say that's superficial. It's really not, okay? Because I guarantee you, if you really were in the best shape of your life, you wouldn't have 100% of those problems. You wouldn't. They would definitely be a lot better. So what are we talking about here, guys? This is how you do it. And I can tell you guys, like, it's just crazy that I'm in Florida right now and I'm actually doing this. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, you surprise yourself. You surprise yourself. You become hungry for growth, and it's great. It's kind of like you have this upward motion that is not something that is controlled by you. It's almost like someone else is controlling it. And who do you guys think that might be? It's God. He speaks to you. And if you don't hold your word to yourself, you're going to live a life that is exactly how you're living it, and you'll never grow and you'll never change, and your circumstances will never change. So you guys have to, I'm sorry, I just got this weird feeling from saying that, and I just felt that. Wow. That was crazy. All right. You guys have to start disciplining yourselves. Do it as soon as you're finished watching this video. There's no reason to wait. There's no reason to procrastinate and put it off, because you're just putting off that 10.0 version of yourself. And you're settling for your own situation that you don't even want to be in. You're just prolonging it. So, I think I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. I think I also need to just sit with myself, too, for a minute. But, I hope this video was valuable to you. I told you guys it was going to be raw. So, just keeping it real, like. And I'm glad I could be documenting this journey for you guys. It's kind of cool that I can just kind of document everything I'm going through. And That's it, man. Just go. Just start with you. Don't worry about where your life's going to go and stuff like that. All those answers will become clear to you when you're the man you're proud of. The first step is just creating the man you're proud of, and then he knows what to do, because that man knows how to listen to his intuition, his conscience. He's able to talk and conversate with God that much more because he has eliminated all of the vices and all of the things that are keeping him from stepping into his true power of being his 10.0 self. I'm going to wrap the video up there, guys. I hope this is valuable to you, and appreciate you guys. Start today. Make it happen. Let's go.